Alright, I'm going to be showing MLB The Show animations and comparing them to their real life counterparts to see how accurate MLB The Show gets the motions and batting stances and things like that. Because I think MLB The Show's animations are really, really bad. They're out of date, they're bad, they're not accurate. Spoiler. My first little thing here is I just want to show you Pro Yakyuu Spirits 2009. That's the miniature Ketamaeda on the left. This is a video game from 2009, a Japanese video game from 2009, and this is Kenta Maeda in either 2016 or 2015. I can't remember. I just wanted to show you how close Pro Yakyuu Spirits is to the real thing. I'll let it play at full speed here. And see, look how close this is. The only thing that's a little different is the hands. The hands are lower and they're higher. It's a 6-7 year difference, so he might have changed that over 6 or 7 years. And the hand. So, is it like right there? There's his hand there, and then when the miniature catches up, the frame rate's different, but I would say it's like, I want to say 98% accurate to the real thing. And they even get his little backup to the mound afterwards. So pretty freaking accurate. And I'll do this one right away. And then here's a comparison between. So that was a comparison between Kenta Maeda in real life and a video game depicting his motion very, very accurately. And here's Jacob deGrom. Very good pitcher. See how not stiff this is? And then once we get to the MLB The Show, you're going to see how stiff everything is. And now here's a comparison side by side. Like, even down, I'm just going to let it play and then I'll go back to it. Okay. I mean, look how hunched he is. Look how close his glove is to his body, and the glove isn't on his body. He's not like hunched over. And his hands are too low. And his leg kick is all wrong. His hands are way too high. And then you see this. This is the big thing with these pitching motions in MLB The Show. So here they're the same. And this one will catch up. But see how deGrom is bending his arm because deGrom throws from, what is that, a 3/4 or whatever the fuck they call it. And see how he bends his arm to throw a baseball? Look how stiff this MLB The Show is when he needs to bend his arm like that. It doesn't happen. It's just so stiff. And they don't get his. Is that a 3/4? I don't know, the frame rate. It's hard to tell because it skips over it. But it's stiff. Let's go to Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray's a good one. Now, Robbie Ray got injured this year. Didn't really Didn't pitch. And you see, look at this little hitch he has. Like, you see how his body has this little hitch. Like, it bends down and then it shoots back up straight. And it's just this weird hitch that I don't think a regular human being could do when they're trying to throw a baseball, is do that little giddy up. And I mean, look at this. Hands are way too high. The leg kick is it's too stretched out. Needs to be more together. Okay, see where his hands are. It's fucking. He's basically doing a fucking T pose in the show. And then here he's holding the ball straight down. And then look at this. Compared to that. Like, that's what they can do. And that's not even his motion. Robbie Ray throws from right here. And then in the show, he's throwing from way out here. Not from here, from here. And that's why it does that little hitch, is because he's supposed to be throwing from here. But instead he's throwing from out here. And that's just not his motion. That's just not accurate at all. And another thing I want to point out with these MLB The Show is a lack of velocity. You see how Robbie Ray, his head shakes when he throws the ball because he's trying to throw it fucking hard as fuck. Trying to get those RPMs. He throws it very hard. His head shakes. And then MLB The Show, it's just like a little soft toss. Like, there you go, boss. There you go, boss. Catch the ball for me, boss. And it's just this weird thing I noticed when going over these is it looks, to me, it seems like the people that are doing the mocap are kind of just loosely doing their motion and kind of just tossing the ball. Like, they're not trying at all. Which sucks, because why can't you get Robbie Ray in your mocap and do his motion once or twice and then get him the fuck out of there? Because this is awful. This is not even close. It's fucking not even close. I'm going to go to Kodai Senga here. This is Kodai Senga in Pro Yakyuu Spirits 2020. Here he is on the Mets. So now, in 2020, in the game, he had a different motion for when nobody was on the base, and then he had a stretch motion. And I think on the Mets, he got rid of his regular pitching motion and is going from the stretch all the time. So here he is from the stretch in Pro Yakyuu Spirits compared to the Mets stretch. It's a little bit delayed, but video game Kodai Senga is a little bit behind, but it'll match up. You'll be able to see, where his hands are and where his leg kick is. And you see his glove, the way he kind of flares his glove out like that with his hand. Here it's a little bit more down. Obviously he changed things in a couple years. But here it's true to fucking life. Look at this. For some reason, the MLB The Show guys that do the mocap can't bend their elbows. Are they what do they have on their arms that they can't bend their elbows like the guys that are doing Pro Yakyuu Spirits shit? And you see, I want to show you something here. You see how Kodai Senga, look at Kodai Senga on the right on the Mets, how he shakes his head like that when he pitches. And in the game, they have that. And if you look at the one on the left, he shakes his head. So this is super accurate. And true to real life on the Pro Yakyuu Spirits side. And the thing with this Pro Yakyuu Spirits is just how fluid everything is. There's just how smooth it is. It's beautiful. A well-made baseball game. And now I'm going to go to Shohei Ohtani. I can get Shohei Ohtani in Pro Yakyuu Spirits, but I didn't. I didn't get that footage. Okay. Okay, so you see Shohei here. Nice, fluid, smooth, not stiff, and then stiff and fucked up. So first thing, his MLB The Show one is way too fast. He does his leg kick way too fast, and you see this again. This is the peak of his leg kick. Hands are way too high, leg is way too high, and here's the peak of his leg kick in real life. Hands are low, leg is low, lower. Like, his leg in the game goes fucking damn near up to his fucking throat. And in real life, it goes to the middle of the logo, and his hands are low. And then you see how Shohei does that shit right there, keeping his elbow kind of locked in. Not in MLB The Show. His hand has to go all the way behind his back like that. And it's just so bad. I mean, it is just so bad. I mean, that's just awful. That is just fucking awful. Let's go to a batter. I can't remember which one is which here. This one's just slowed down. So you see, I'm doing a couple batting motions here too. So you see how, baseball players do this. Every single baseball player does this. They time up the pitcher's motion, and then they have their leg kick. Bobby Witt has a little bit of a leg kick there. And then I have the same pitcher. This is Paul Blackburn in the game facing Bobby Witt Jr. And you can see how late Bobby Witt is timing up Paul Blackburn. Like, Paul Blackburn is about to throw the fucking ball, and he's timing him up when he's about to, just about ready to release the ball. Look how early Bobby Witt is timing up Paul Blackburn here. He's timing Paul Blackburn up the entire time he's doing his motion, getting ready, timing him up. But never with the show, Bobby Witt, where's the motion? Oh, there it is, right when he's releasing the ball. Like, that is fucking atrocious. And there are multiple batting stances like this in the game where the batter is way too late to be timing up the pitcher's motion. And this is a thing that Pro Yakyuu Spirits does beautifully. Every batter is timed up perfectly to the pitcher's motion in Pro Yakyuu Spirits. Not in MLB The Show. Let's go to Yelich. I'm a Brewers fan, so I gotta get Yelich in here. Gotta get a Brewer in here somehow. Now, Yelich changed his batting stance, or the way his batting motion, his leg kick, everything. He changed it about 2 years ago, I want to say. 2-3 years ago. Because Yelich used to have a high leg kick, and he used to be really crouched. And now he does this little toe tap, and he doesn't get as crouched. I think it was in the 2020 season, no, it was 2021. So it's going on 3 years now where he changed. 3 years when he changed his batting stance, the way he leg kicks, his crouch, everything. See how he does a little toe tap? He gets pretty crouched. His hands are, hidden there, tucked in. And notice this. Two hands on the bot. Yelich always keeps two hands on the bat. Always. Because I'm a Brewers fan, I'm gonna say, ever since 2018, he has kept two hands on the bat. I have seen clips of him in playing for the Marlins, where he has had one-handed releases where he lets go one hand on the bat. But ever since 2018, he has kept both hands on the bat. And then look at MLB The Show. Just let this one play out. It's fucking awful. It's terrible. Look, I mean, right away you see where his hands are. He's got bends in his elbows here. Here they're more straight out. And he's holding the bat like way up high. And here, oh my gosh. And you see this again. Look how Yelich is timing up. Oops. You can see how Yelich is timing up Cabrera. And again, it's the same pitcher, Edward Cabrera. All right. Toe tap, high leg kick. And look at where his hands are compared to here. This wasn't even the one on the left, the MLB The Show. This wasn't even close to his 2018 batting motion, his stance. I mean, look how crouched Yelich is here. And look how still high up he is with his hands. And see how crouched, this is the thing with Yelich. Look how crouched down he gets. Look how straight he is in the game. Look at that. And look at where his hands are. This is fucking atrocious. Not even fucking close. And then also, he lets go of one hand in the video game. Yelich keeps two hands on the bat all the fucking time. All you have to do, I don't know, this isn't that hard to go and look up footage of Yelich. MLB.com has thousands and thousands of videos of Christian Yelich batting. Thousands. All you have to do is go look at a couple of them and see how Yelich fucking stands in the box, how he fucking times up the pitcher, his fucking toe tap, where his fucking hands are, how he keeps two hands on the bat every single fucking time. It's not that fucking hard. And this is a thing in MLB The Show where every batter has the same, I don't know what that is. I don't know what you call that, but when their front foot hits the ground, that's when they're ready to swing. So now with Yelich, he does two toe taps, foot on the ground, swing. Two taps, foot on the ground, swing. But in every single batter in MLB The Show has this exact same set leg position. So now that's a problem because if you have guys like Yelich who are crouched down and has a leg kick, Yelich's leg isn't like this. He has a bend in it. Here he's ready to swing. And then even look at his foot in the batter's box. It's straight. This is atrocious. Not even fucking close. That's a fucking G. I give you a G on that one. Not even a fucking F. A fucking G. Now, I'm going to save Yoshida for last because that's a biggie. Iglesias. I'm just going to call him Iglesias. So you can see, now Iglesias has two pitching motions in real life. He throws from here. He throws from here, and then the one that's depicted in MLB The Show is his other motion, because he can throw from two arm slots. Because in real life, he can throw from here, from this kind of sidearm, wacko fucking arm slot, and then he can throw from here. But in MLB The Show, it only depicts this. And then with this, it's not even close, because I matched them up because, first of all, the backup thing, it's way too slow in MLB The Show. It's way too fucking slow. And it's way too stiff. I mean, you see how stiff his fucking arm is here? Like, what? Do these guys need to do yoga? Do these guys need to loosen up before they start doing this? Look how fucking stiff that is. Oh my god. But Rafael Iglesias throws from this arm slot way, way more often than he does from his sidearm arm slot. And I don't know why MLB The Show has this one in the game. Like, Rafael Iglesias has been throwing from this arm slot for a very long time. He's been having the two arm slots for a very long time, but he's thrown like this way more often than he's thrown like this. So I don't understand why this one's in the game and this one isn't. I don't understand it. And why can't you have... So they have a quick pitch option. If somebody's on base in MLB The Show, you can hold down L2 and then you can throw your pitch while holding down L2, and that'll give you a quick pitch. It'll be a different pitching motion. How come it can't be you hold down L2 and then he does this pitching motion? Because you have this pitching motion and then you hold down L2 in the game and do your pitch, and then he does this motion. Like, well, why can't that be a possibility? Fucking MLB The Show is fucking way behind. They might as well be in the fucking Bronze Age with their fucking mocap. Now I'm gonna go to Yoshida. Yoshida. The thing here I want to get over is Yoshida's hands. Sometimes Yoshida has the one-handed. Sometimes he releases one hand. Sometimes he keeps both hands on the bat. Again here, two hands on the bat. Here, one hand. You know, he does what he wants. And then in MLB The Show, you're only gonna get a one-handed release, and it's super fucking janky. Like, it's super bad. It's not fluid. It doesn't look like a real swing. It looks fucking terrible. But that's the point, is sometimes Yoshida has the one-handed, sometimes the two-handed. And then here, I want to show you, this is Pro Yakyuu Spirits 2020. Here, oh, look at that. Oh, okay, so that's a one-handed release, much more smooth. Much more smooth. And then, oh my god, and then MLB The Show had to come up and ruin the fucking party. You see how Yoshida, again, here's this little hitch because everyone is stiff. Look how smooth that is. There's no little fucking hitch. His elbow doesn't drop down for some reason. But in MLB The Show, his hand, or his arm is up here, and then all of a sudden it like just shoots down to here. It doesn't make any sense. And then here's Yoshida in Pro Yakyuu Spirits 2020 again. More with the hands. More with the hands here. So here, two hands on the bat. Here's two hands on the bat. Oh, what was that? Oh, in Pro Yakyuu Spirits, there's variation. Sometimes Yoshida swings with two hands, or keeps two hands on the bat, and sometimes he keeps just one hand on the bat. Kind of like how he does in real life. Here's some more. One hand on the bat. And look how smooth this is. I think this was the one. Did I show this one already? I don't know. Look how smooth that is. So smooth. And this is just kind of showing off Pro Yakyuu Spirits is their animations, and Just how real everything looks and how smooth everything is. I struck out there with Yoshida. Two hands on the bat. And you see these kind of different swings, too, from these players. You know, that's a pop-up. And he's kind of... Like, these animations are so good in this game. There's a lot of different variation. They're so smooth. And see how that one was an inside pitch? And he brought his hands in for it because that's what you do. Kind of swung in, and his bat ends up at a different place on his body. If this was MLB The Show, everybody has the same swing. Everybody fucking has the same animations. There's two hands on the bat. Oh, swung early there, you fucking dummy. Two hands on the bat. One hand on the bat, even though that was foul, still one. There's one hand on the bat again. So there's variation. And that is something MLB The Show is lacking. They're behind. This just isn't in Pro Yakyuu Spirits 2020. This is in every single Pro Yakyuu Spirits. Is this kind of variation, the smooth animations, their true to life shit, is in all of them. I'm going to go to the 2009 one here in a second, but as you can see, one hand. So it's just very true to life. Did I miss anybody here? No. So this is the Pro Yakyuu Spirits from 2009. I'm just going to skip here and just kind of watch and see how fluid everything is. Not everyone's fucking stiff. I think the MLB The Show guys are wearing corsets when they're doing this because nobody's crouched down, nobody's like fluid. And in here, it's all just so fluid and beautiful animation work. And this is from 2009. And if you let the game go, there's no cutaways besides on foul balls and shit like that. But if you just let the game go, and you're not fouling pitches off or whatever, the game will just go. It'll play. It'll just keep going. And MLB The Show, if you kind of just let the game play, there are so many like fadeaways and cuts and shit like that. But this game, it just plays through. See, like here. All right, he's fucking diddling with his bat. He's putting his feet in the box, and then he gets ready for the next pitch. And it'll be The Show. That does not happen because their fucking animation work is fucking garbage, and they can't do that. And then you see that one, this kind of swing here, where it's an opposite field hit. So he kind of just shoots his body that way. It's just so fucking good. And then you see how he kind of like shoots the ball the other way. Like it's perfect. It's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. And another thing here is like a sense of weight and velocity. In MLB The Show, everyone is just so fucking stiff. I'm using that word so often, but it's perfect way to describe MLB The Show is stiff animations. And there's no like sense of velocity or weight. Everything is kind of soft. I showed you that Robbie Ray one where it kind of just like he's tossing the ball to the catcher. He's not throwing the ball to the catcher. Unlike Pro Yakyuu Spirits, where you get this sense of velocity and weight in these players and in their swings, because you see how, look how this guy swings and he kind of puts his whole fucking body into it, like, you know, real life. You can see how big of a swing this guy takes, and there's a sense of weight in him. And you see how perfectly timed that is too? Like, kind of chucks the bat over his shoulder. There's a sense of weight. And notice how every batting stance is perfectly timed up to the pitcher. Everybody in the game is perfect. Here he goes, timing him up. And look at that. Just the sense of weight in that swing. How he kind of just fucking took a really big fucking hack at that. And he kind of turned himself around. He was early. He was early. Let's see one more swing here. From this left ear. I just want you to so smooth everything is. Oh, and you see that fucking bat flip? A bat flip on a regular swing. Because this is more common in Japan, the bat flips. But that's how true to life it is. There are bat flips, and look at that sense of weight on them, you know. There are regular bat flips in just Japan on just regular fly ball, singles, whatever. They like to flip the bat. So it's true to the game. MLB The Show is not true to the game that it's trying to copy. It's fucking lazy. And of course, they have to fucking focus on the fucking online of the game because that's where they make their fucking money. And it's fucking bullshit, so they can just be lazy and not update animations. And it's just so bad. And they've been behind forever because I think of the Pro Yakyuu Spirits games as the top of the line baseball game because it's just such a good baseball game. It plays so good. That was the other. All right, so MLB The Show is lazy. They don't update shit. They're fucking people that do the animations are stiff. They need to go do yoga. They need to loosen up. They need to take the corsets off so they can bend down and get it looking more like real life. MLB The Show's lazy.